Hey y'all. So you guys are up and running. You have put your links out there. So I want to take a minute to talk to you guys about booking parties. Parties are your bread and butter. Some people call them parties. Some people call them nail bars. Whatever you want to call it, it's your bread and butter. You can do nail bars however they work for your life, okay? I will do in-home depending on the location. I don't do a lot of them because I am a single mom to a toddler, and with childcare arrangements and things like that, I don't do them often, but some people have a little bit more freedom, or they have a spouse if they have children in the picture, but you can do them in people's homes. You can also do them online. If you are doing online parties, everybody does their online party different. Some people run them. I personally run mine for 48 hours online, and then I leave the party link open, which I'll show you guys how to do in the next video. I will leave it open for another week. Some people do longer parties, 3 days, 5 days. There are people who do 1 hour parties. Everybody kind of does something different. Things work for everybody different. My suggestion when it comes to how you are going to lay out your party would be to talk to your sponsor. There is something that you liked about them. You have likely seen them run a party, or you have done a party with them. So I'm sure they'll add you to a party and walk you through their format. You are always more than welcome to reach out to me, and I will add you to a party that I have in process, just to kind of see my online flow and how I lay it out. I know that on Team Nailed It, there are templates for different parties at different lengths. There is a Facebook group with a mock 1 hour party. So just let us know what you need, what you're thinking about for time. Brainstorm with your sponsor, and we'll get that figured out. But for the sake of this video, we're going to talk about where you're going to book your first parties from, okay? So the first thing you have to decide is, do you want to do just online? Do you want to do just in home? Or do you want to do a mix of both? I would say you want to do a mix of both because, again, parties are your bread and butter. Why do I keep saying that? Because when you do a party for somebody, they're going to invite their friends who you may not know. And you're basically expanding your warm market. You're expanding your network to constantly be bringing in new customers to keep new sales going. Because what happens is, if you don't go out and book parties and network and meet new people via those different avenues, what's going to happen is you're going to use up your warm market in the first couple months, and then your sales are going to stall. So you need to constantly be trying to book parties. How many parties you want to book a month? Again, it depends on what your income goals are, how you're looking to do Color Street, what your schedule looks like, and you can, again, talk with your sponsor about that, or you can talk with me about that, and we'll kind of figure out, what would work best without overwhelming you. The thing that I talk about is the 6 for success. It's something that a presidential founder came up with, and basically it's that if you host 6 parties in a month, you're going to give yourself $1,000 in sales, assuming each of those parties just meets the basic minimum requirement, which is to receive rewards, which is $150 in sales. Okay, you could receive way more than that in sales. But the 6 for success is something that you'll actually see talked about a little bit on the Nail Slayers team page, but that's the basic premise of it. So where do you book parties? When you're first starting out, your first parties are likely going to be with your friends and your family. Okay, and then you're going to reach out from there. Every party that you host, you should have a goal of getting at least 1 booking from that party. Okay, so let me back up a little bit. You're going to reach out to people and ask them if they would be interested in hosting a nail bar, in a party, whatever. You want to start doing that now. Reach out to your friends, your family, your acquaintances, okay? People that you, by acquaintances, I mean people that you know more than like, hey, okay, to start. And you're gonna get some no's. It's gonna happen. It is not the end of the world. My first parties were people that I knew. There are people that are actually on this team right now. So reach out to them, say, hey, I'm doing this new thing. You know, I would really appreciate it if you would be one of the very first people to hostess a party for me. I will give you a free set for hostessing or some kind of small hostess gift. It could be a little manicure set that you pick up somewhere. You know, would you want to host it? Would you hostess a party with me? What day works for you? Okay. Do it however it sounds natural to you. I know I reached out to a couple people and I know they know who they are. And I was like, listen, I'm doing this thing and I'm going to need you to do a party for me. Like, it's brand new. I just started. I'm going to need you to do a party. But again, it depends on what your comfort level is with people. Okay. But when you ask somebody to hostess a party that, you know, don't go in there all timid. Oh, you know, I started this thing and I don't, you know, I don't know if I can, I don't know if I can do it, but I really need a party to start. No, because then it seems like you don't have confidence in your product, right? And even though you're new and you don't really know what's up yet, right? And you're really still, I mean, you're learning, right? There is something that you loved about this, that you loved about the opportunity or the product that you decided to sign on. So hang on to that in your mind and just go to them and say, listen, I just started this new thing. I could really use your support. The best way you could support me is just by hostessing a party. We can do it online if you want to do it online, or I can come to your house and I can do it in person. You know, I'd appreciate the support. You know, I know you're always supportive of the things I do. Could you just confirm that you would do this and when might work for you? Okay, or like I said, whatever variation sounds the best. So you're going to want to reach out. The more people you reach out to, the better your odds that you're going to get more yeses. Okay, not everybody's going to want to do a party. Some people will say, oh, no, not right now. If anybody says, no, not right now, don't never contact them again. Reach back out to them, say when might be a better time. Get that information, write it on your calendar, follow up with them then. Okay, so your task challenge. Task sounds really like, I don't even say that to my kid. It just doesn't sound pleasant. And this really isn't unpleasant. And I think this is one of those things that people, I'll be honest with you, if what I'm saying to you makes you nervous, you're not alone. Because it is scary. I get it. It is scary to ask for the party. I have been there, done that, but at the end of the day, that's what's going to keep my business growing and keep our income coming in and keep money coming in and get the sales and expand the network. So I have had to push past that over time, and you will get there too. But if you're feeling nervous, everybody has, myself included, about this. Once you kind of just bite the bullet and do it, it's really not so scary. You're literally just asking. It's like when you call up your mom and say, hey, Ma, can I come over and borrow milk? I don't know why you would borrow milk from your mother, but my analogies are terrible if you haven't figured that out yet. But it's the same premise, right? You're asking somebody at this point that you know, hey, you want to do this for me? You're just asking for support, okay? And there's no obligation to them other than inviting their friends, interacting, if it's online, for a few hours, and possibly walking away with some free stuff. So your challenge for the night is to reach out to people and to get some parties booked. And the person who books the most parties is going to get 3 full sets on me. 3 full sets, okay? They're going to be random, but you can use those for giveaways, or you can sell them, or you can do whatever you want with them. So comment below with how many people you reached out to and what the results were, and the person who books the most parties in the next 24 hours going to score 3 sets on me. All right, guys. Talk to you soon.